Anybody? Hello? Is anyone there? Koval? Marit? Hey, this is Yasna. I was just with you. And now, I don't know where I am. Or how I got here. I've got a splitting headache. Does anyone hear me? Base, do you copy? Are you there? It's probably nothing serious. No damage to the suit or bone structure. Just this headache. Bollocks! Base? I heard you for a moment. My receiver's dead, but the transmitter... it may still be working. I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. That's enough for several hours. Damn it, I've lost my beacon. Where is it? There aren't many supplies, which would suggest a quick recce. Or was it just the end of the mission? Just like I thought. Nothing. I'm on my own. The beacon can't be detected either. Let's see if the past me hasn't failed the present me. And let's hope she took notes. Are we on Regis 3? Doesn't ring any bells. And my crew have no way to tell me. So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember... Hang on. We've closed the reset cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre. For some reason, our crew split into 2 groups. The first one set up camp. I wonder if I was with them. Or am I on my way there? Both groups landed in the same place. Landers to the surface. They don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke. The first group explored the ocean with no biologist. It's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route. Leading to I was heading straight to the camp. You must be somewhere near. Give me a sign! Send up a flare, the probe! Anything! Okay. I'm gonna head to the camp, but I'll be keeping an eye out for you. Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I sound like... I need to stop doing this. I'm looking for something that resembles a dog. A specific structure, which does not resemble any canine. Bingo! I found the dog! We have the first one. I need one more. An object I called needle. Right. It resembles the eye of a needle. I report that I have established my position. Time to hit the road. I think I see our ship. You're not leaving without me, are you? More dropped equipment. I must have hit the ground pretty hard. A metal detector. Dr. Gorski, you won't be pleased. More. Equipment to repair. The detector's dead. Guess I shouldn't just leave it like this. Broken or not. I'm in a canyon, which doesn't make it easy to navigate. I hope the data's trustworthy and you're close by. Oh! I have something on the tracker. I assume it's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon. Or another liquid that did not allow the biocenosis to fall. Won't be easy to replenish drinking supplies. Not without tests. Filtration, as we all remember. Third rule.
How's it going? So good. Have you checked on Yasna?
I was about to. Already awake. Good. Yasna?
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't know if you're awake, whether it's a post-hibernation apraxia.
I'm awake. I'm awake. Just slowly.
Now, try to get up. Slowly.
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while. Here, take it, and remember the third rule.
Yes, I know. Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
Always the first one to get up. I don't know how you do it, Merritt.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise. Koval, will you help me here?
Sure, I'm coming. This is not our system. Has anyone noticed we're in the wrong place?
Koval, it's not a good time.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
You shouldn't be walking yet.
Come on.
Koval, could you stop it?
I'm telling you, we woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you. Enough of this, Yasna.
Crew,
Astrogator.
debating chamber in 15 minutes. This can't be good.
Guess we'll find out. But first, here, hold on to it, and remember.
Got you. I found it. Look for me on your trackers. found it. Look for me on your trackers. Okay, moving on. All right, no time to lose. If this area is volcanically active, ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust in the air. The sky's clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren. On some planets, such storms last for several hundred days. I hope it's not one of them. Time to go. See the camp. Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me? I just need to get down from here. I can't get down this way. I could attach a rope though. But, for some reason I don't have one with me. Oh well. If it catches me, so be it. This suit will hold. Here the ground slopes a little more gently, which doesn't mean it's completely flat. On second thoughts, maybe not. The last thing I need now is an injury. Great. A route that won't break my neck. I hope. Okay. I'm at the bottom. Looks better from here. No. No point in going back this way. On some planets, such storms last for several hundred days. I hope it's not one of them. If this area is volcanically active. Ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust in the air. The sky's clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren. I could already see the camp. Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me? I just need to get down from here. Great. A route that won't break my neck. I hope. Okay. I'm at the bottom. It looks better from here. I'll be with you soon. Visibility could be better. Maybe I should wait. If the storm gets worse, I'll be cut off from you. What happened? Where? I was heading to... Impossible. I'm much closer to my destination. I must have walked for some time. But... I don't remember it. Did I black out again? Send Hopper closer to the camp. Find a place to land. I need to get back to Dragonfly as soon as possible. Go to the infirmary. and do a full set of tests on myself. I remember you. Regis' third satellite.
Astrogator, sir. Crew.
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great. How's the activity?
0, 0, and 2.
So, less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first. Air radioactivity?
It's virtually 0.
In a word, a paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there were no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
What if life develops on some other continents here?
No, I doubt it. Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the polar ice caps were, Doctor. I can guarantee a minimum of 5 miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true. There's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, algae. But why didn't life migrate to the land?
Could be because of hard radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution occurred here. That would at least explain some of the abnormalities.
Anyway, we'll have to take a look under the water. First, it would be good to know what time frame we're working with. Marit, do you have the geological analysis?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a fossilized egg must be at least 6 billion years old. Besides, the sun's seen better days too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Any rare resources, forms, creatures?
We can't expect such detailed data, sir. Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now, it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Regis 3 is not without worth.
With all due respect, Astrogator, I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the Invincible.
Good guess, Doctor. A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse than us.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the Invincible are not subject to doubt. And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade. In other words, we cannot ignore facts just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right, but where do we stand in all this, together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff?
Despite our modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay, and how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when, exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose, then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop, and you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage, feel stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples?
Of course.
Marrett, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you two. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator!
This is not up for debate. I need you here. As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis 3, if any.
Well, if I was ordered to stay, what the hell am I doing here? thank goodness. Not everyone's in the field. This is Dr. Yasna reporting. Do you copy? I'm entering the campgrounds. Is anyone out there? Androbot. Androbot, guide me to the nearest crew member. Androbot, guide 2 people. Androbot, locate human. Damn! I'm reporting a robot malfunction. No response to voice commands. Cause unknown. Hey! Anybody out there? It's Dr. Yasna! Krauser was correct. Life on Regis hasn't left the water. Koval also. He said something about it.
Dragonfly, come in.
Hello, Regis. Dragonfly here. Dr. Yasna at the radio.
Novik, is his leg still bothering him?
Yes, he's been resting in his quarters.
We're setting up on the shoreline. It's late, but we still have time to examine the ocean floor. Gorski is preparing the probe for launch. We'll start research soon. Oh, one more thing, Yasna.
Yes?
It's beautiful here. The ocean, wind, sand. My suit is pinching and cramping just at the mere sight.
Should I include this in my reports?
I'm serious. I don't know about you, but over the years I've learned to hate the void. We do everything to go further, see more, take mankind one step closer to omnipotence, and then we can't even take a walk on land. As if enjoying everything that's around us was almost
I understand how you feel, Koval. After all these years, I miss home too.
Is it that obvious? I come across as, well, erudite, but at the end of the day, it's simple longing that speaks through me.
Well, a little obvious.
We have to examine the composition of the ocean water.
Collect mineral samples.
Yes, that's right. Do you want to do the honors?
Gladly.
Probe in the water. I'm switching to manual.
Koval, where are you going? Over.
Distance. A little,
100.
Quick recce. I'm gonna take a look around.
300.
Base, are you there?
500.
A recce? More like a quick ciggy.
Am I hearing this correctly? Are you going to smoke, Butler?
No, not at all. I'm staying dutifully at my station.
Damn me. Am I seeing this right? Dr. Krauser, would you please have a look here? Of course. Just a second. It's like a school of fish.
This is life. What are they doing?
They're moving away from us.
From us? I'm talking about an artificial robotic gizmo.
Right from the probe. As soon as I saw it close to them, do you see what happens?
Is this normal, Yasna? What do you think?
It's hard to speak of normality here, but animals are usually not afraid of equipment or anything they haven't seen before.
Are you saying they've already seen probes?
I've no idea, but their behavior suggests some sort of defense mechanism. Catch at least one for examination. Then I'll be able to say more.
Come here. One more time. Got it.
What did you do?
I had to electrify
find one. There'll be plenty to dissect, Yasna.
Hello? Anyone here? Koval? Do you hear me? Dr. Crowther, didn't you hear me earlier? Doctor, is everything all right? Doctor, please, look at me. I report that I've located Dr. Crowther. He's in bad shape. I'm gonna examine him now. Hello? Anyone there? I repeat, Crowther is in a serious condition. Temperature normal. Pulse too. O2 saturation is fine. There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor. His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions. Excuse me.
Yasna, can you hear me?
Astrogator.
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
My receiver is dead.
No need to explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. You didn't have it easy.
Wait, please. I need to reconnect. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Copy you, Doctor. Loud and clear. Do I understand correctly that the Doctor's life is not in imminent danger?
That's my initial diagnosis, yes.
Yet no response to verbal communication.
None.
Conclusions, Doctor? Do you have any idea what's wrong with him?
Both mental illness and serious bodily injury could contribute to this condition. However, he wasn't suffering from any disorders. There's nothing wrong with him physically. Epileptic seizure and chronic diseases can also be ruled out.
So what? He's just fine?
On the contrary, something is very wrong with him and I can't figure out what. Which is even more worrying.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, Lander. We need to get you all on board. Everyone, not just Dr. Crowther.
Couldn't we just evacuate him right away?
If it was that easy, I would have sent the hopper long ago. Please look for the mission log. It should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find, and you still need to designate a place for the landing.
It's not a mission log, but it will do. Dr. Krauter kept records. Meticulous as always.
What's in there?
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. You followed those deposits of metal.
Metal? That's why we have detectors.
Correct.
Mine died, but Krauter had one as well, didn't he?
Like everyone in the crew, Doctor.
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA 2316.
Noting. 316. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration. Are you looking for the detector?
Yeah, just a sec. Got it.
Please make sure it works.
I don't understand why it wouldn't. It's a rather reliable piece of equipment.
Like everything around that's already broken.
Okay, checked. I'm leaving the tent.
All right, now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish a connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter. I have everything I need. Just...
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Yasna? What are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew? You're gonna make them wait?
Right, the others. We've no time to lose.
Exactly. All right, you tin bastard. One more time.
Yasna, focus. What now?
Once more, status. Damn piece of junk.
I'm entering the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Silent. By the way, what did they find here?
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source, to find some end.
And? Did he?
That I don't know, unfortunately.
It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
Got someone. I'm following the signal. Huh. There's something on the ground. It's a journal. Geological cross-section. Measurements. These are Marit's notes. She must be somewhere close.
Please search the entire area thoroughly.
The signal's coming from a castle backpack.
That's concerning.
I'm close, but I can't see her. She's here. Marit, wake up. Wake up. Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No vital functions.
What's
I
going
need
on?
to. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Nothing. 1, 2. Don't do this to me, Marit. Don't. Please. Lift up. Marit. Come on. I beg you.
Doctor. Yasna.
No.
That's enough. Enough!
Marit. Astrogator. She's...
I know. Doctor. Yes, sir. We have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Everything will be fine. All fine. Koval's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Do you think Koval?
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find him, Doctor, alive. I'm sure about that.
Someone's here. Oh no.
Yasna, status. Yasna!
He's... Koval? Don't do this to me. No. Ah! You're alive! Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive. Koval? Koval! His eyes are so empty. Just like Krauter's. Koval! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Krauter's?
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
I'm listening.
please look around for his journal.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them, but it may take a while.
Have you found it?
No, it's nothing about Dr. Gorski. Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Won't be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier. Got him.
When you're there, put Dr. Koval in the seat. I'll connect to the Anthrobot through the lander's antenna.
Haven't you rebooted yet?
No, not quite. But it will work now.
The lander's already descending. Damn. I have a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry. Dear Merritt, now Koval, an unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Some primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest for some reason.
It's crazy how everything's falling apart here. I don't know. Maybe we're dealing with some kind of anomaly. An atmospheric or magnetic phenomenon.
Wouldn't something like that show on the charts? All those measurements Gorski took?
I remember. Maybe he made a mistake. See you up there. Only Gorski's left. He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
And Dr. Crowther doesn't. I have to go back for him.
There's no need. I just regained control of the Androbot, so please leave it to me. I'll carry him as well as the Dr. Merritt's body. In the meantime, please focus on finding Gorski.
I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down? I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what.
You were correct, sir. It's just our probe. It looks inactive.
Can't be completely broken if he picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malis, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look. A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig. hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us. Good. I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
It's not flying very smoothly. I guess it's still a bit broken.
Meaning? How?
It moves only in a straight line. Just up and down, then sideways. No complex moves.
Nah, don't worry about that. It's because I'm controlling it manually. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right, I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Please enter Luna. L-U-N-A.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure reported was from the excavation area.
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein. Time seems to be slipping through my fingers like sand. So much sand.
You sound tired, Yasna.
Because I am tired, Astrogator.
Three, two, one.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way.
So RT has transported Dr. Krauter.
Affirmative. It's in the lander. However, the robot didn't find him in the tent.
How's that?
The doctor was already some distance from the camp. I think he was following you, Yasna.
Sir, why didn't you say anything?
The Androbot located him quickly enough, and I thought it was pointless to worry you.
Oh, thank goodness he's safe now. I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Yasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable, yes?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
I know I'm in a hurry. Hi, Luna. Lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when. Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
Huh. Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us. But not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Well, if we assume that they'll surpass us, things will get complicated. Because in order to program a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms? Some spontaneous process? Or pure chaos? Something inhuman, that's for sure. Shh, Astrogator, can you hear that?
What? Am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, these bushes remind me of corals, in a purely visual category, because they're far from marine organisms. So I would guess that these are colonial structures, perhaps rock-forming ones. However, their main structure has nothing to do with corals. No noticeable mesenchymal tissues, no nidocyst, matocyst, or spirocyst. No visible oral discs.
Yeah, all right, Doctor. I didn't ask for a marine biology lecture.
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain.
Doctor.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Altitude 24,000. Speed 200. Go swiftly up. Warrate 12,000. Throttle down. 30 seconds till touchdown. Everything's looking good. Over.
Roger that.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still keep it. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final. Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good? Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew, Doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
Even if they wanted to, they couldn't go back to Dragonfly. Their lander looks damaged, to put it mildly. Or more accurately, it seems like a storm has passed through it.
Understood. I mean, I don't understand how it happened. But that means...
Hopper is the only vehicle that can take us home. Affirmative.
Right. Well, then we can't afford another mistake. I'm taking the lander into orbit. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition. The equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir. You barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us. But I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
Where does this certainty come from, Astrogator? HQ can send us as many directives as they please, justified or not.
I won't let that happen. We have the imprimis homini law to refer to. The Commonwealth cannot achieve its goals at the expense of the people, at the expense of my crew.
But isn't that exactly what's happening? The situation is bad, Astrogator. Though it wasn't much better at the beginning of the mission. Whoever sent us here didn't care about our safety at all.
Enough! Please don't put me in an even more difficult position. Rejecting a new mission and questioning the validity of the current one are two different issues. And you're one step away from disciplinary action, Doctor.
Copy that. Over and out. Huh. They stopped for a break.
How do you know?
Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here. I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here.
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
Disrupting the ecosystem.
No, that's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible action.
Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
You see?
This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation.
The mission and the safety of our people have the highest priority. Always.
Always? Are we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doctor. We must be the most important to ourselves. And they must be the most important to themselves. Whoever they will be. In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
Not in a biological sense, Astrogator. Besides, I'm not convinced if we should interfere with everything alien to us just because we can.
Doctor, interference is at the heart of human nature. Man would still be a monkey if he'd only looked at trees instead of cutting them down.
Yes, we have a nasty nature. I can't argue with... What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
Oh, I've never seen anything like that. Oh, I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hello. Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
Breathe!
What's going on, sir? Astrogator?
Dr. Yasna, I tried to resuscitate him, but...
No, please. Koval?
Dr. Krauter,
How? There was nothing wrong with him.
hypovolemic shock. He bled out during the flight.
I still don't understand. He wasn't hurt.
His injuries must have occurred later. I found him like this when I entered Hopper.
I'm sorry. It's on me. It's my fault.
No, Doctor.
As commander, I take full responsibility.
But it was me that left him.
On my order. You're too hard on yourself, as usual.
If only I...
Stop it, really. Please, stop. If is a very cruel word. You don't deserve its torment.
Guess I know where Gorski was going. I confirm, Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since you left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet? I'm going down after him. Tell me one thing, sir. What did you do with Crowter's body?
I placed him in a quiet chamber.
Are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. What is your opinion? Should we look into their heads? Just a report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything...
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
All right, so do you have another idea? Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
2 meters forward. Stop, that's enough.
You have a really good eye. Exactly 2 meters. Is the maneuver complete?
You could say so. I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone.
What is this place? It makes my skin crawl. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going.
despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground. Should be looking for a way back by now.
I think he must have discovered something. And since he suffers from excessive ambition, he's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough.
Well, I admit, that sounds more like him. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it.
Two more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, there is a risk of methane poisoning.
That's right. According to Dr. Krauser, negative symptoms can appear after an hour. Maybe after a few hours. I think you'll find Gorski by then.
Let's hope so. I see the probe. Has it found anything?
It's not making any measurements at the moment.
Oh, why?
The overload protection is activated. Until I do a reset, it's on manual control.
Is it because of my flight?
It's possible, but please don't worry about it. What matters is that you're fine.
It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest?
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe. I have a lead. His footsteps.
Ah, finally.
I found some abandoned items.
What items? What do you have there, Yasna?
Something he shouldn't have left behind. A telemeter and food rations.
Agreed, he shouldn't. It's illogical.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. This is starting to look like a deliberate diversion to me.
You may be right. The question is, who's behind all these disruptive activities?
That I don't know, sir. There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir, you heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor.
No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorski... I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
I suspect Gorski might have damaged his suit.
If the tear doesn't exceed 20 millimeters, the reactive polymer layers will self-seal.
That's true. Nevertheless, it looks worse and worse. I found more of his gear.
Back in the camp, you reported Marritt's abandoned things.
A backpack and a journal, yes. This scene looks disturbingly similar. Ouch!
Yasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really. Finally! I have his position.
Official?
Not yet. I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen. We must hurry.
Oh, there he is. I see him. He's lying in a sinkhole. Almost there. Doctor, answer me. Got him. He's not moving. Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
Saturation is within the lower range. Risk of tissue hypoxia.
And the reactions?
Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You'd need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Yasna. If you faint, the doctor won't carry you.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
Hold on, Gorski.
I still can't hear you, Doctor. Please repeat.
Don't be angry, sir. But
But what? Please go ahead.
after careful consideration, I gave Gorski my tank. We still don't know when you'll send the lander, so I can't leave him without oxygen.
Doctor, I explicitly told you not to. Never mind. Let's hope Artie can finish the job if you're both unconscious. Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you've set up the transmitter, I should start receiving. There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range. What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking.
Jasper,
No! No!
please hold on. I'll keep hold of my way.
I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck! I'm flying. What was that? Astrogator, I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact location. Novik, do you copy? Base, come in. I'm sending an SOS. Anyone, please. Okay. Stay calm. Just keep it together. Heartbeat's racing, but saturation hasn't dropped below the tissue norm. Not yet, at least. Positive water. Probably unsafe for consumption. I'd rather not risk it. Shit! Let's hope it's not fossil. Slippery terrain. Poor visibility. Considering all factors, situation hopeless. At least I got flares. Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding me. Okay. Careful. No! Fucking great. I can't. I just. Can't. Pretty much fucked. That's my considered opinion. Fucked. Who's that? I can't see. Koval, you came back for me. But how? The lander took you. Koval, please, speak to me.
I'm so glad to see you, Yasna. I have so much to tell you, but we don't have time. We need to get out of here as soon as possible.
How are you planning to do it? I won't jump over to you.
There's a passage on the left. It should get easier from there. Meanwhile, I'll be watching you from above. As long as we have comms, you won't lose me. We'll be out of here within an hour. You'll see.
I'm not going anywhere until you tell me how you got here.
Yes, no, we really don't have time for this. It's not safe here. Please, stand up.
So much for the rescue. Koval, say something. I can't stand this silence.
You often do that.
Do what?
Talk over your fear. There's no shame in being afraid. Don't worry.
I'm not afraid. Just a little tired.
Oh, don't play the hero. You really don't have to pretend in front of me. I already admire you, you know. I'm proud and rather worried at the same time.
What you did for Gorski, well, I wouldn't be able to do that myself.
I don't know why I left him my tank. Gorski is dead anyway.
Don't say that. We will return for him.
Something attacked me up there. Oh, it probably got him too.
Then we'll ask Novik. The old man monitors our parameters.
He only tells us what he deems fit. You know that, Koval. Hey! Hey, don't go so fast! I need to rest.
One more hill. You can do it.
I've had enough. Just enough. Forward, Yasna. Faster. We're racing against time. Come on. We're fighting for our lives, Yasna. Enough of this nonsense. I'm sick of fighting.
Okay, Yasna. I'm sorry. I demand so much from you. Too much.
You don't have to apologize for anything. It's my fault. Maybe Novik's. But definitely not yours.
Stop. I'll be here with you until the end. Remember, none of this is your fault. You deserve to finally rest.
No, I don't. I won't give up yet.
I know. Can you stand?
I need... catch my breath first.
Like I said, I'll be here. I only wish I could somehow comfort you.
I'm getting up, okay?
I knew you would find the strength. You just needed a little encouragement.
Don't push it. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I will not give up.
I never doubted it.
Thank goodness.
See? You made it. My whining did some good, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I kinda did. Do you see this?
Well, if you're talking about the coal deposits and the bones of prehistoric reptiles, then yes. They're further up as well.
What do you think that means?
Well, isn't it obvious? Dinosaurs once lived on Regis 3.
Are you mocking me, Koval?
Not at all. Millions of years ago, this planet had to be teeming with life until something got rid of it all. At least on land.
Even more fossils. And now there are no comms. No one will even know about this discovery.
Oh, stop being so pessimistic. I really don't like the idea of our bones resting next to these ones.
Well, at least an HQ will send another expedition. And they'll find all the bones together. Or it didn't allow organisms ashore. Or perhaps it stopped them from leaving the water.
If so, I think it stops them to this day. In other words, it's still here, and it nips all manifestations of life in the bud.
Why then have I not met it yet? Koval,
Yes?
are you really here with me?
Of course. As well as the whole crew. You have very distinct memory traces of us all in this marvelous little thing of yours called the brain.
Stop joking. You know that's not what I'm asking about.
I do, but there's no definitive answer, really. I just hope you won't forget about us. About me. So little, yet so much.
I don't want to forget, Koval. I really don't.
Come on. It's time to be among other people again. They're out there, somewhere. I promise.
I'm starting to have second thoughts. What if something's waiting for me? Something that caused my fall?
You will overcome that fear just like the others. Because if you stay here, you will die. Yes, I'm getting your SOS. Receiving your money. You hear me?
Astrogator, I'm here. Over.
Finally! Yes, sir! You can't even imagine. It's really good to hear your voice again, Doctor.
Sir, I saw Koval.
Yes, sir? Are you saying what?
I don't quite understand myself.
What was that? Yes, sir. Are you there? Do you copy?
What kind of deadly shit is this?
Doctor, what are you talking about?
There's something here. It looks like a machine. It burned a hole in the wall. And now it's marching with these kind of crab legs.
Damn. You must evacuate immediately.
It sounds like you know what it is, sir.
Well, I have my suspicions. One of the flagship machines of the Alliance would match the description. Walking antimatter cannon. Antimatter.
You're fucking kidding me, sir.
Unfortunately, I'm not. Any progress? Do you still have a visual on the object?
I seem to be in luck. It behaves as if it's searching for something. And completely ignores me.
If it has no thermovision, it might not register your presence at all.
I think it's moving away from me.
Excellent. Don't stop yet, though. The greater the distance between you and this machine, the better.
How is it possible that the Alliance machine got here before us?
I'd like to know myself. If our intel's incorrect and Invincible already landed on Regis 3, they would have a huge advantage over us. So why won't they confront our ship head on?
Instead, they waste time on some shady diversion.
Exactly. Makes no sense from a strategic point of view.
I'm more interested in their numbers right now. What if I run into a whole army?
I wish I could reassure you somehow. Say it's impossible, but...
We can't be sure of anything. As usual. I can see a passage, but it doesn't look very inviting. Shit! It's still here. I have to... I'm stuck. I can't move. Oh, it's coming at me.
Yeah, please don't.
It's getting closer. I'm okay. The probe did something. As if... I don't know.
I saw the readings. Think a distress signal and then followed a series of directives that I didn't implement. Currently, it does not respond to commands.
I'll check on it. I guess it's busted for good. I found a box. Also a switch.
Probably from the registry. Can you get the record?
Let's see. You guessed right, sir. The Alliance is indeed already on the planet. They even managed to set up a field base.
How could headquarters have got it so wrong? According to intelligence, the Invincible was not due to arrive for another 14 days.
I guess we should ask them back home. And... that's me. Wow. It really did almost flatter me. Probe. It distracted the antimats.
You say that as if it did it on purpose.
How else to explain it?
Coincidence?
I don't believe in such coincidences, Astrogator. Not much left of it.
The probe was broadcasting a while ago, so maybe we can save its core.
Hot. You could say that since I found the probe, I haven't been alone.
I'm sorry, Yasna. Maybe it can still be rebuilt. Anyway, you're not entirely alone.
I feel like I've lost another companion. My last one.
You still have me.
Not down here. Okay. It cooled down.
Are you talking about the protocol?
Well, they say in order to win over a person, you have to steal their heart. But the key is to get their brain.
You know that's just a metaphor.
Anatomically incorrect and highly overused, yes. Okay. Time to get out of here.
Oh, not good. You simply don't get a break.
What is it this time?
Stormfront is approaching your location.
Now of all times.
I know, Doctor. But please muster up a little more strength. Let's not forget that the Alliance is in the vicinity.
Wait a minute. Do you have any specific expectations of me? Since I'm nearby their troops.
It's hard to call them specific. We need to learn more.
You're missing the most important thing, sir. We still have to save Gorski. I don't know what your silence means.
I was going to tell you later. I'm really sorry.
What?
His readings...
No. No, don't finish. That's impossible.
You did absolutely everything you could. Unfortunately, sometimes even that's not enough.
I did nothing. Just nothing.
By the way, how are you feeling?
Are you asking about?
I mean the lack of your oxygen tank. So, how are you feeling?
I've already experienced what Dr. Krauter referred to as mild cerebral symptoms. Actually, Koval participated in them.
What? How?
I had a long and heartfelt conversation with him. Please don't ask for details. Oh, damn it! The storm's getting worse. I'm approaching the vehicle.
Any damage?
Hard to tell. It looks like it's been stuck here for a while. But the light inside works. There isn't a living soul here.
Are you sure? Please take a look around.
It's clear. No one's coming out with me. I'm all alone.
Is that disappointment I hear?
There's no one inside either. The equipment looks undamaged, though.
Anyway,
In the current situation,
did you get it?
yes. But I still have to pop back outside. Let's check something.
Time is pressing, Doctor. The storm.
I know. But it's important. Got it!
What? What are you talking about?
I found an oxygen tank.
Ah, of course. Why did I think of that? Rescue kit is essential in all vehicles, even the Alliances. Huh? Better?
Yes. That's what I needed. Time to hit the road. The engine started.
Then what are you waiting for? Leave this cursed place. Are you driving?
I'm going. Please talk to me. Maybe that will calm me down. Oh, shit! It hit the bonnet!
Don't worry. Even if it hits the rover directly, you'll come out unscathed. Yeah, the vehicle is kind of a Faraday cage. The energy will flow through the body and discharge into the ground. Everything will be fine. You'll see. I remember a mission on Eden 5. At that time I was still a coordinator, but the crew was quite similar. Chemist, cyberneticist, a doctor, an engineer and a physicist. Simple reconnaissance mission. But there was a miscalculation and we crashed the rocket. Then we put it back together. From whatever was on hand. Clone machine. A true Frankenstein monster, so to speak. Even more terrifying were the creatures we found on the surface of Eden.
Oh, wait. Creatures? You are making this up, aren't you, sir?
Not at all. I was indeed on a mission to Eden. However, I might have exaggerated a bit.
Damn it! I'm having trouble finding the right way.
You've got to head southwest.
How am I supposed to know where southwest is? I don't have a compass, remember?
The city attracts lightning, so the fewer flashes on the horizon, the better.
How far am I from the city's border?
Considering how fast you're moving, if you're heading straight to the destination, as long as no structures collapse.
You don't know, do you?
It's not that simple. There are too many unknown variables. Status? How are you doing, Yasna?
I'm still alive. The signal's just weak.
Unfortunately, yes, but it's hardly surprising.
Into a cave. The storm has subsided. I found a place to hide.
A Faraday cage?
That's not it. I left the structures behind. It's an ordinary rock formation.
Even better. You have to catch your breath eventually. Can I ask for one thing? Could you find the model number of the rover?
What for?
I've got an idea, but it depends on the model.
Emmet 2001. Could that be it?
Let me see. Bingo. Emmets are equipped with the black box. Please find it.
I have the box, but it's all locked up.
Really? They must have changed the equipment because I have no information about a key.
Where did you even get a catalogue of their gear from, sir? And anyway, it doesn't matter. What should I do?
1 second. I need to think. Don't know if this can help, but the Alliance labels black boxes as data loggers. Eureka! Cable access. Look for something resembling a socket, a plug.
I think I have something like that.
Then you can connect to the probe's brain there, and presto.
Won't work. These inputs are not compatible with Commonwealth plugs.
From the outside, our equipment is different, but inside we have the same guts, so to speak. The cable on the back of the box should already fit.
Same guts, hey? Just like with humans. Okay, it's in.
Just a moment. Well done, Doctor. I'm receiving a signal.
So, what now?
You can finally rest. It'll take me a while to dig through all the records.
The rover was connected to a base.
The one from the slides?
Most probably. No one is transmitting from the base. On the other channels, all I hear is static.
The storm must be causing interference. I'd suggest you lie down. The storm's raging. Best to sleep through the night.
It may not be that simple. I'm too tired to sleep.
Yeah, I know that paradox all too well. Can I help you somehow?
Or maybe I'll fall asleep if we talk.
Naturally. Do you have anything specific in mind?
Well, I'd love to know some official secrets about the Alliance base. The reason they're interested in this desiccated, bizarre planet that is Regis 3.
Are you implying that I should know these secrets?
Yes. I think you're hiding something from me, sir. And at this stage of the mission, I lack both the strength and the inclination to beat around the bush.
In that case, let me reveal something I should never say as a commander. I have no idea what's going on this desiccated, fossilized egg. I don't know where the Alliance forces came from, why they came, or what they're doing here. Since we lost contact with the camp, I've had the feeling that I am deep in the dark.
Yeah, me too. Quite literally.
So I suggest we talk about something else, instead of getting ahead of ourselves. A more light-hearted subject, perhaps.
May I ask why you became an astronaut?
There are two answers to this question. An honest one and a personal lie. To give you the clearest picture of the truth, I'd have to tell you both.
I'm all ears.
As cadets, we participated in a series of meetings. HQ organized them to encourage potential recruits. We all said the same thing, just a little different. We all wanted to push the boundaries of human potential, discover what is undiscovered. Remembering childhood memories when we first heard about the brave forces of the Commonwealth. Sometimes these speeches were already being prepared during the training, if you understand what I mean. Every astronaut wished to explore space. They had to wish that. But my reason, an honest reason, not a nice-sounding memory that never happened, I'd never been able to find my place. So I came to the conclusion that I would not find it anywhere except out here, in space. Although I never dreamed of exploring. Such lofty ideas as expanding human limits were of little interest to me. It was among my crew that I... Not good. Don't get a break.
What is it this time?
Storm front is approaching the location.
Wait. Astrogator, can you explain to me what I'm hearing right now?
This is a recording from the rover. The Alliance has apparently broken the encryption of our radio channel.
Oh, bollocks. So what do we do?
We need to change the frequency and encryption key.
What's the point? As soon as you give me a new channel, they will overhear us and change it as well.
Just look at the probe's brain.
Luna? What's with...
All you have to do is watch it closely. I'm switching now. Waiting for you to join.
Oh, I see. The new frequency is... Oh, there's only static on this channel. And again... Okay, the channel is active. Now the encryption key. The first 3 digits of the cipher are... The next is...
Yes, sir?
I'm here.
Well done. That should buy us some time.
So, how should we continue?
Don't you need more time to rest?
I do. But there's no way I'm going to sleep now. Besides, nothing's stopping me anymore. The storm has subsided.
All right. Let's not risk evacuating directly from the city. Should be safer outside its perimeter. I took the liberty of looking through the photos of the nearby area. Everything north and east of your location looks relatively safe. All you have to do is move away from this cluster of metal.
I'm going then. No need for further delay.
Agreed.
I'll let you know when I'm out of the city for good.
Very good. I'll be on standby.
Astrogator, I think I've gone far enough. There is a vast open area in front of me. Astrogator, the city is no longer visible. We need to decide what to do next. Dragonfly, over. Are you there?
Yes, please excuse me. I was in the infirmary. Is the coast clear?
Yep, all clear.
Good. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the satellite images.
Have you checked on Koval, by any chance?
Yes, among other things.
And? How is he?
He's stable.
But?
There are no buts, Doctor. You'll see him soon. All right, I've got it. Sector AZ-25... Let's say AZ-2504. Please check if it's fit to land.
Astragator, I think I've gone far enough. There is a vast open area in front of me. The city is no longer visible. We need to decide what to do next. Dragonfly, over. Are you there?
Yes, please excuse me. I was in the infirmary. Is the coast clear?
Yep, all clear.
Good. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the satellite images.
Have you checked on Koval, by any chance?
Yes, among other things.
And? How is he?
He's stable.
But?
There are no buts, Doctor. You'll see him soon. All right, I've got it. Sector AZ-25... Let's say AZ-2504. Please check if it's fit to land.
Like I said, it looks good. Clear opening, flat terrain.
Excellent. Please go there while I prepare the lander. I'll just pack Artie inside.
So that's it. You're taking me to the Dragonfly. We're flying away from here for good.
We have no other choice, Doctor. At this stage of the mission, we can only minimize losses. You understand that, don't you? Yes, sir?
I wasn't keen on this mission from the start. We were supposed to return a long time ago. And that's what I want. I want all of us to return home, dead or alive.
Please remember, we have just one lander left. As a commander, I must first ensure your safe return. Only then I'll send Artie with other tasks.
To head out to the desert area. Has a lander taken off?
Yes, a second ago. Threshold of 18,000.
The line's breaking up. Can you hear me? What's happening?
I've lost control of the lander. Do you see it?
Just a sec. I have to get off. It hasn't yet pierced the cloud cover. There it is. Oh no. Flying too fast. It's going to shatter.
Yes, status. What's the lander's condition?
I don't know. All I see is a thick plume of smoke. But considering the speed it hit the ground at, I
don't understand how it happened. I checked it thoroughly. It's fully functional. an accident. I don't believe it.
I'm gonna check what's left of it. Fuck! Damn it! It's... I'm done for. No.
Yasna,
No.
calm down. Breathe.
I'm gonna die here. And for what? I saved no one. No one.
Yasna, snap out of it. That's an order. We can't give up just yet. We'll find a way to get you out of there, even if it's the last thing I do.
We're gonna act like nothing happened and forget about my little nervous breakdown. Splendid.
No, Yasna. I'm not forgetting anything.
Oh, so you'll put it in the report, sir?
That's not what I meant.
Something's left of Artie.
Ah, good. So there's a chance we can extract key information from it.
Somehow it still looks active.
Ask him what happened to the lander.
Ask. But he doesn't speak.
But he gives yes or no signals. Give him the analysis command. Formulate questions in such a way so that he can confirm or deny.
Artie, question analysis command. Did an enemy missile hit Hopper? No. It wasn't a missile. Maybe it's a storm? Some error.
Apparently he can't give a definitive answer.
Damn! It shorted out. So, what now?
Then you must go to the Alliance camp. I wanted to avoid it at all costs, but we have no choice. This is your only chance.
It's all their fault. It must have been them from the very beginning. I have no doubts now.
Neither do I. However, they might be willing to negotiate if you voluntarily place yourself in their hands. You're approaching their coordinates. Yasna,
Yes?
the Alliance is really behind all this. They might expect visitors. You should try to find out if they're planning anything for your arrival. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
In my opinion, all this secrecy misses a point. When they shot down our lander, they took away my last chance to escape this planet. Now I must put myself in their hands and politely answer all questions.
I'm painfully aware of that, but you can be rash or wise about it. The more we learn about them, the more advantage it will give us in further negotiations.
Sorry, but what advantage are you talking about? We don't have the equipment, the people, or... Hey, what was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
Okay, the rover's hidden. I still don't think I'll gain anything from it, but I will trust your instincts.
It's not just instincts, it's the basics of field operations. You've yet to find a convenient hideout for yourself, from where you can see their base.
Oh, shit. I think I'm too far away. I headed into the open area.
Don't panic, since no one's in...
It's a field base. Multi-module. For about several dozen people. rather well equipped. Huh. There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great. They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe I see someone.
Just one?
For now, yes. Some object is flying over their base.
Can you tell me more?
It's 15, 20 meters high. It has an upright silhouette, and it looks like a balloon.
It could be a balloon.
And that doesn't surprise you?
Not everything that flies needs jet engines. What markings does it have?
RB1. What does it mean?
It's an ID number. Denotes an advanced scout balloon. How far from you is it?
Around 400.
Not as far as I would like it to be. It might have you within camera range. Is that all?
I think so.
And please keep going. You can assume that their equipment has already detected your presence. Or it will soon enough. There's no point in further postponing the inevitable.
Still, I'm glad that I stopped. I feel better knowing that there's no heavily armed military waiting for me there.
Me too, Doctor. Me too.
Well, fuck them.
We'll most likely lose contact soon. So let me be clear. It won't be easy to gain their trust. Things can go wrong, even if you can prove that you came to them of your own free will. If there's an escalation, remember one thing. I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission. Of course, it'd be better if that didn't happen.
Astrogator, you're forgetting that I want to talk to them. As one human to another, not as enemies.
I hope you're right, Doctor. But even if we disregard decades of mutual enmity, we must keep in mind human nature. Homo homini lupus. Just because you want to talk to them doesn't mean they'll listen. I'd rather expect they'll be asking the questions and you'll be answering them.
If that's all, sir, shouldn't we cut the line?
No. Better to continue our communication for as long as possible. Prove that you voluntarily surrendered yourself. Their jammers will interrupt us sooner or later anyway.
Access to the base is protected by a force field.
If these are Dirac emitters, and I'm sure they are, nothing will get through. Is there an opening from the other side?
I'll see. How odd.
What?
There's no one here. Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm going. What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
I'm going in. Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either. eerie. I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah, the doors were open. They've got a device for intercepting alarm signals. There isn't much of it. Single record. He's dead. Poor guy. Waited for over a day. Until his heart couldn't take it anymore. Interesting. Coordinates changed... upwards. 1, 8, 5, 6, 1...
754. Yeah, it's Gorski. I'm sorry.
How is it possible? You said... You lied to me.
Yes, I had to.
My oxygen bought him time, and for what? He only suffered longer. Why didn't you let me turn back for him?
Please understand that sometimes I have to make difficult calls. I'm not supposed to burden my subordinates with such decisions.
I know you were trying to protect me. I know. But do not act as though what you did was justified. You had no right to hide the truth. It was up to me to decide if I was willing to risk my life.
I know you, Doctor. You wouldn't leave Gorski even if his chances of survival were marginal. In the end, you would both die.
Maybe. Probably. By now, though, you should tell me the truth, Novik. I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
Like us, they became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they weren't in a hurry. Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here, but seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission. They conducted research and during excavations found... you won't guess. Metal structures.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit. On the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected his signal?
Oh, surely they could detect him. They could have detected all of us. But would they really do something about it?
Well, for some reason they left their base. I'm assuming that has something to do with it.
Astrogator, this doesn't make any sense. You can't just wrap up the whole operation. Anyway, the first thing they would take were vehicles and equipment. Only the people are missing here. In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So, that was their last move?
Well, there's no information about their return. Maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base. force field's down. I opened the passage. We can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor. One more minute.
I'm entering the next module. I guess it's a biolab.
Oh, lucky. Clouds are low.
They had the opportunity to study organisms preserved in the ocean.
Fortunately, the ship's not here. Neither there or...
Are you still looking?
Not here either. Ah, bingo.
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you. The scientists excavated some animal remains and reconstructed their hypothetical appearance. I found similar remains underground, right after finding Gorski. I wasn't sure if it was my imagination or not. Now there's no doubt. So long ago, reptilian organisms roamed the surface of Regis 3. Wow. They found the same species of fish.
Did they confirm the similarity to those on Earth?
Yes. Lots of similarities. It started rotting.
It?
The fish.
In a bacteria-free environment? How so?
All living organisms serve as breeding grounds for bacteria. And there were both fish and humans in here. Apart from one, I've never seen anything like this. They discovered a new organ. Even managed to run some tests already. According to their conclusions,
Yes?
it detects electromagnetic waves. That's why those fish were swimming away from our probe.
In other words, they've come across probes or something similar before. Something that threatened them.
Good guesser. In order to develop such an organ, they must have had a strong external stimulus. They detect the waves to survive. I could spend all day here if I could.
I'm not surprised, Doctor.
No longer alive. I'm leaving the base. Going after the convoy. I should move. Oh, there's no time. In order to develop such an organ, they must have had a strong external stimulus. They detect the waves to survive. I could spend all day here if I could.
I'm not surprised, Doctor.
The silhouette I saw,
Yes?
it's just a robot. I'm leaving the base, going after the convoy. Well, I've got to the place where they were digging. It's hard to miss. They set up a huge machine at the center. It must weigh thousands of tons. The ship that brought all of this must be...
Gigantic, yes. The Invincible surpasses any of our units, even the largest orbital stations. My opinion, it's a bit excessive.
Gives me the chills just knowing it's not far from here.
Well, maybe you won't have to see it at all.
The excavator has a massive work area. They had photos of the site in the database, taken before they started digging. It's unrecognizable. Inside, there's a structure. Yes, a metal one. Similar to the ones on the surface. But these are completely hidden underground. Interesting. They found a sizable object deep underground. Stands out from the rest. It's not a part of the structures, but rather an independent, autonomous machine.
Also metal?
Yes.
So, a robot? Or something else that finally looks familiar?
Well, it looks a lot more like a robot than the other structures. There's also a couple of smaller cranes here. In comparison to the Colossus, they look like it's pups.
Yes, I got it. They are big machines. Bigger than ours.
Astrogator, I've already covered most of the convoy route. I'm entering a more enclosed area. A ravine, to be precise.
I see. Can I count on a tactical report?
Of course. A simple analysis of the situation won't hurt anyone.
That's for sure.
So I'd rather keep going and stop for a pointless reconnaissance. The tactical report is that I'll be at their location in a few minutes, and then I'll find out whether they're still there.
It's a rather modest tactical report, but I won't insist. Please keep going.
I'm nearing the destination. From now on, I'll be... The radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yasna, be careful. Of radiation. Of other people. Just watch yourself.
Considering the radioactive environment, I assume the probability of finding people here is close to zero.
It might well indicate something quite the opposite. Human technology equals radiation, after all.
One of their vehicles got stuck in the rubble.
Oh? So you've already reached the convoy?
It's only this vehicle so far. I'm looking for the rest. And there's another mobile antimatter cannon.
Another one? How many of those did they... Is it active?
Dead, fortunately.
I admire your composure.
Well, I've had my fair share of anxiety lately. No wonder my brain's in defense mode now. Dissociation is something we all do. Hang on, someone's here. Oh no. Astrogator. They're dead.
So you found someone.
After seeing their base, I had a feeling it might end like this. Still, I wonder, what were they looking for? Was it that they killed them? Just what the hell? Okay. I'm getting into the antimat's recorder. What do we have here? They were preparing for departure. Coordinates matched the location of the base we've searched. All of the Alliance's semi-autonomic machines can be remotely controlled, right?
Yes.
In that case, they were conducting an inspection before marching out. The antimatter's in an escort mode. The convoy's heading somewhere. I was there! It's the location with the giant cranes. Right before they lifted that strange artifact above ground level. They're getting close to where I am now. They're here. Sending a probe. It's hard for them to reach the site. That's why they're trying to get there from above. Oh, they're tunneling their way through with a beam of antimatter.
How subtle. Can you locate the breach?
Looks like they found whatever they were looking for in that ominous tunnel. Of course.
Don't jump to conclusions, Doctor. Not before you finish. We need to know what to expect there first.
Those containers ended up in one of the transporters. I wonder if it's still nearby. Huh. Shame. The transport's leaving. Something's going on. One man's trying to draw the attention of the others to... I have no idea what's beyond the frame. One of them is staring with concern at an instrument. Some sort of meter. The photo is such poor quality. You can clearly see the fear in his face. Measurements are also strange. The electromagnetic field is in the upper range.
It's a recurring factor, which explains nothing, really. We're going in circles instead of getting you off this planet. Is there anything actually helpful in those photos?
Don't you want to know what happened, sir?
I do. My crew was safe.
Next slide. People rushing out of the tunnel, running from whatever's in there.
But are we still considering whether you should go inside? I admit it's all very intriguing, but also too risky. What I'm trying to say is, I fear for your safety, Yasna.
Rightly so. I'd be scared out of my mind if not for our link. You help me keep it together, sir. One of the antimatters fired straight into the tunnel.
And? What happened next?
There's nothing else. Only... darkness.
Can't you see what it was aiming for?
It's ceasing to protect the convoy. There's a bunch of unidentified targets. It has trouble recognizing any of the 9,999 objects. The counter reached its limit, I guess.
Sounds like a major fault in the circuitry. Combine that with tremendous firepower and it means big trouble.
Total panic. Everyone's trying to escape. Astrogator. The Antimat's new objective is to eliminate, instead of protecting.
What happens next?
There's also a second Antimat. It's shooting into the air.
Unbelievable. Both were faulty.
The second Antimat. That's what destroyed it. People are frozen with fear. They don't know what to do. It's firing directly at the crew. Shooting them. One by one. It's horrifying what an antimatter beam does to the human body.
I'm sorry you have to see this, Yasna. Regis 3 doesn't spare you.
Who needs such destructive power? This technology puts us on a straight path to annihilation.
Well, the Alliance will do anything to feel invincible, hence their flagship.
It's not only them, Astrogator. If I remember correctly, we're not engaged in open conflict. And yet, we too participate in this ridiculous arms race. To the death and beyond. Someone hid behind a rock.
How do you know?
This antimat has thermal imagery. Hiding from it made no difference. One man has raised his hands in surrender. If only a machine could take pity on him.
With a proper programming, it could recognize such gestures, but it could never feel compassion. No.
It killed him. The machine just killed him. Oh, fuck.
Yasna?
The last photo is from a few moments ago. I'm on it.
Bloody hell, so it's not dead after all. The machine that massacred the Alliance is still operational, and it could target you at any moment.
Let's hope not.
Perhaps it's best to hope. While moving away. If that's all...
What about that tunnel?
Right.
So? I'll go check it out.
I know you will, Yasna. Proceed.
I can hear a rhythmic, metallic sound coming from beyond the tunnel. I can't hear. I don't understand you, sir. The audio's breaking up. I'll get back to you once I reach the end. It's an Arctan. Coming at me. Huh. Carrying something. I got out. Well, inside a cave.
Yasna, can you hear me? Over.
Copy that. I don't feel too... My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
Breathe, Yasna. You need to rest.
No. No. I'm better now.
All right, then. Can you tell me what's in there?
Seems like this robot started a task and then got stuck in a loop.
What task?
Carrying boxes. It took one but never left.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles, using the same path. This place is full of metal bushes.
Same as the ones before.
Well, the lower parts of the bushes are fruitless.
So the Alliance came to pick the fruits.
I'm pretty sure the box is filled with research material. Those fruits.
Could you retrieve them somehow?
It won't be easy to snatch a crate from its steel grip. I'll come closer first. I think their crew took some soil samples. There's this chipped rock, revealing what lies beneath the surface.
Which is more metal?
Yes, a metal interior. roots are exposed as well. They're not embedded in any rock, but in a tissue-like alloy.
Little bushes growing out of metal soil.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So, all the bushes in this area, and there are plenty of them as I understand, appear to grow on the rock, but deep down their roots are embedded in metal. Perhaps you should take a closer look at them, Doctor. Can you please check them, yes, sir?
Do you have anything specific in mind?
Doctor, if it's all metal...
Then I'll use a detector. Right. I'm checking. Give me a sec.
Perfect.
Everything matches. There's metal all around. And the bushes have a direct connection with the whole system.
Interesting. Sounds similar...
To the structures I saw following Gorski. Yes. Huh. Well, perhaps it's... looks like 2 generations. One, old, dead, a relic. Second, these bushes grew in the remains of the former generation.
Hang on. Are you saying that this new generation is alive? And the old one used to be alive?
We can't rule it out.
And you say that as a biologist? I haven't heard you mention cells, membranes, organs, or green bodies, which leads me to one conclusion. That thing is not alive, Doctor.
Well, we're used to calling all life proteinaceous, especially ourselves. But that's on Earth. The universe doesn't give a damn about our classifications.
Yes, sir. Are you abandoning your profession? All you have learned, discovered, researched so far?
I'm just opening up to the unknown. Shit! I can't handle it anymore. Disappeared.
You must have broken its loop.
I didn't.
No, you must have done something. Never mind. We'll try to locate it. But first of all, get out of there now.
I found the robot. It hasn't gone far.
Good. Please follow it. The robot?
No, the antimat.
You need to act fast. Move, Yasna, fast!
No!
Yasna? Are you alive?
Yes. It destroyed the robot.
What's it doing now?
Oh no. It's over. The probe won't come this time.
Yasna, stay calm.
It won't come.
No, don't die on me now. I'm begging you, don't give up. You can't. You can't. I failed you. Sorry. So fucking sorry. It's all my fault. You hear me? All mine. It was my decision. I decided to accept this mission. I brought us here.
How did I survive? Wait. You said you had a choice.
Yasna, you're alive.
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
After a series of successful missions, are you safe now?
Safe enough.
And the antimat?
He decided not to shoot me after all. Please Please continue, sir. I'm all ears.
You will agree that we were doing very well. Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end. Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seemed this could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine.
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now. I will never forgive myself for it. Neither do I expect you to.
Oh, to hell with it. I can't really blame you. After all, you're the commander. It's your job to make decisions like that. And live with the consequences.
Right. It means a lot to hear that from you, Yasna. Thank you. So, if I may, I would suggest watching your next steps.
There were no more antimats on the slides, sir.
I'm afraid that's not the only threat around, aren't you?
Of course I am. But I won't rest until I find out what happened to our people. How we can aid them. For now, you can forget about the research material. The only thing left